Due to a funding shortage, Springfield Elementary decided to partner with a shady businessman.
I assume these snacks are nutritious?
That's really none of our business.
They installed a slew of vending machines all over the school,
Yo, slide your green into the machine and don't expect any change, dog.
with the school getting half of the profits, and the kids were over the moon about it. Everyone emptied their wallets to buy snacks left and right. Who could resist junk food, after all? Just look at these pure added and zero natural treats.
Look at these ingredients. Hydrogenated petroleum oil, monosodium poisonate, partially deweaponized plutonium.
Clean and tidy, right?
Be a snack swallower.
Bart was so eager to get his hands on the snacks that he even sold his beloved skateboard. William was thrilled. His inner child kicked in, and he showed everyone his unbeatable rolling beast move.
I'm getting. No, I'm not. Oh, is it?
Marge cooked up a nice meal for the family, tuna steak with a side of seared beef, but Bart had eaten so many snacks that he couldn't touch a bite of dinner. He even said he'd eat all 3 meals at school from then on, telling Marge to just give him his share of the food money directly. Marge was furious. How could store-bought junk food be better than the home-cooked meals she made with her own hands? In the end, though, she couldn't win against Bart. At school, Bart gorged on chocolate, soda, and chips non-stop. In just 1 month, his body changed drastically. Even his appearance in the show's opening credits looked off. Worse still, Bart started having heart trouble. When Homer heard his son say his heart hurts, he actually felt proud that Bart already feeling the pain of love at such a young age. However, Lisa warned that something was seriously wrong. Bart might have a heart issue. The family rushed Bart to the hospital. Homer was stunned. How could a kid as young as Bart have heart problems? The doctor pointed to Bart's x-ray and explained that his blood vessels were almost completely blocked by malted milk balls, and his liver had turned as gooey as a giant toffee. It was all the result of overeating and constant junk food. Fortunately, since Bart was still young, he could recover with a balanced diet and regular exercise. Bart had turned into a chubby kid and almost died from a heart attack. But once he left the hospital, he quickly forgot the lesson. He couldn't keep his hands off high-fat, high-sugar snacks. When Lisa kindly reminded him those snacks had nearly killed him, Bart brushed it off.
What does not kill me makes me stronger.
After saying just a few words, he was out of breath and had to gasp for air to catch his breath. Marge couldn't stand watching Bart ruin his health anymore. She got a healthy meal plan from the doctor to help him fix his eating habits.
Seriously? When people used to ask me how you were doing, I said, at least he's got his health. Now you've got nothing.
Looking into Marge's concerned eyes, Bart didn't want to break her heart, so he agreed to follow the plan. He took a bite of broccoli on a whim, only to discover he was allergic to it. Marge made a mental note to avoid broccoli from then on, and carefully prepared a vegetable platter, telling Bart he'd eaten all the ingredients before. But Bart was never one to obey. As soon as the adults left, he dumped the loving platter into the trash, then quietly lifted a poster, revealing a hidden hole he'd done to stash snacks. He happily munched on his junk food, not realizing Lisa had seen the whole thing. She told Marge secretly. The next day after school, Bart walked into the house, only to be surrounded by relatives and friends Marge had invited, all there to talk him into losing weight. Bart pretended to agree, then seized a chance to run away, but Marge had already arranged for staff from a weight loss camp to wait outside. Bart argued he wasn't fat at all, fought off their hold, and tried to escape, only to get stuck in the railings he'd once squeezed through easily. Maybe Bart isn't actually fat. He's just as puffy as an inflated balloon. The camp staff dragged Bart off to the weight loss camp, where the owner was an energetic oddball. Homer sighed in relief. Only a weirdo like this can handle Bart. He told Bart not to try any tricks, to train hard, and turn over a new leaf.
Hey, glad you're friends!
Bart's first day at camp started with pulling a cart, while the coach played SM with them from behind, swinging a small whip. While Bart was being whipped,
Bart Simpson, I'm just big boned.
No such thing.
Marge received the camp's bill. Staring at the sky-high cost and calculating the family's meager savings, she couldn't afford it. But Bart had to lose weight. Just as she was panicking, Lisa had an idea. Turn their house into a bed and breakfast. More and more tourists were coming to Springfield lately.